So when I say tip and toss, do you think of sports? Tip and toss in Volusia County means something a little different. We are so fortunate to have great year-round warm weather to enjoy the beach, the sun, the surf. But while our friends up to the north get ready for cold weather, it's important that with our warm weather also comes year-round potential for mosquitoes. So let's learn how we can do our best to prevent mosquitoes in our area. With an annual average temperature of 70 degrees, Volusia County is rich in outdoor recreational opportunities. From enjoying the beach to boating on scenic waterways to barbecuing in your backyard, there are plenty of opportunities to kick back, relax, and enjoy the sunshine. We aren't the only ones who enjoy Florida's year-round temperate weather, though. Mosquitoes also like the mild temperatures. As you enjoy the outdoors, it's important to remember to tip and toss to do your part to minimize places for mosquitoes to develop. Looking at this house, it may not look like a place mosquitoes would call home, but if you take a little closer look, you can see this house doesn't just have a great backyard with plenty of space to enjoy, it's also a place mosquitoes can thrive if it has containers that can accumulate standing water.
One of the ways that people enjoy their backyards is setting up a kiddie pool for the kids, grandchildren, so on and so forth. These pools, though, have to be maintained, and so tipping these over and storing them properly so that they don't accumulate water, which is what's going on here. We've just had some rains, and we have pockets of water throughout this kiddie pool. And there is, in fact, mosquito production taking place in this kiddie pool. You can see the larvae and the pupae in these pockets of water throughout the kiddie pool. These larvae and pupae are going to develop into adult mosquitoes in less than a week, and they'll then be biting you and your neighbors. So you want to take care of situations like this, like what we see behind me with the tire that's upright, that's likely holding water just like this kiddie pool. And even things as small as that Frisbee can hold water.
Now when it's outside, it's important to avoid being bit by mosquitoes. You'll want to make sure you wear a mosquito repellent with DEET. Just as important is taking steps around your home to reduce areas mosquitoes can develop. You should take a walk around outside and tip containers of standing water and toss unused ones at least weekly, McNelly said. Take for instance those bird baths and flower pots that provide opportunities for bird watching and working in the garden. They too can hold water after it rains.
This is a real good example of what we see in Volusia County. You know, people fill these up on their own. They fill with rainwater. And as you can see, we have larvae and pupae throughout the water that's contained in this bird bath.
Looking at this flower pot, it's easy to see how the rim around the bottom can hold water. What might be surprising is mosquitoes can develop in water that accumulates inside flowers, like this bromeliad. For these types of flowers, you'll want to use a hose and flush the water weekly.
Here's another common example of what we see, particularly after a rain. You know, people cover their lawnmowers, in this case, with tarps, but we also see tarps over pools, above ground pools, over boats, and the dimples will hold water and actually hold that water long enough for mosquitoes to be produced in the water that we're seeing here.
And who doesn't enjoy an afternoon of boating? Boating can provide a relaxing day on the water, but you won't want mosquitoes relaxing in any water that accumulates while you store it. For the tossing, while snacking and staying hydrated can ensure you have energy for being outdoors, containers left behind can hold water that mosquitoes also will appreciate. Even the cap of a water bottle is large enough for these pesky flying critters to develop in. Living in Volusia County, there are unlimited possibilities to enjoy being outdoors. As you get out and about and toss that football or tip that Frisbee on the beach, remember to do your own version of tip and toss and minimize mosquitoes all year long. For Volusia Here and Now, I'm Shelley Szafraniec.